What's up, guys? Part-time gamer dad here. I've got a little bit of a different background. Thanks for being patient for this video to drop. My son's been sick. He's still sick, but he's sleeping. So we're gonna take this time to just kind of talk about SmackDown real quick. This is 5 minutes or less SmackDown from Friday, April 26, 2024. So to kick this off, this is a draft episode, the first episode of the WWE draft for 2024. I'm not going to be talking about the draft in this video. I will be talking about the draft overall in my thoughts on the 2024 WWE draft after the draft is completed. It'll be probably an additional rant video because I can tell you right now, not particularly happy with it, but we're going to leave the draft alone. We're just talking about the things that happened on Friday Night SmackDown. One of the most notable things that happened actually was a title match that was announced for Backlash France, which is going to be Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair taking on Damage Control's Asuka and Kairi Sane for the WWE Women's World Tag Team Championships. And I think this is a really good move. It keeps Bianca and Jade in the forefront of everyone's mind, especially after Jade had a really great showing at WrestleMania 40, tagging with Bianca and Naomi against Damage Control, including Dakota Kai. I don't know if they're going to win the tag titles, and I think if they do, it's maybe not as original as having them go to face Asuka and Kairi Sane for the tag titles, only for Bianca to turn on Jade. The reason being is we saw this happen with Lita and Becky, and then Lita got injured, and then Trish joined Becky Lynch to defend the tag titles, and then they lost them, right? And my concern is when it's all said and done, I see Bianca turning on Jade. I think that's the cute little feud that we're going to see at the end of the day. Maybe they have a nice little tag title run, but who do you have beat them, right? I don't see Jade getting her first pin loss inside of a tag team match. So Bianca would lose it, but I also think that the story isn't necessarily there for Bianca to turn yet. So we'll see how this all plays out. I'm going to let you know my predictions later this week for Backlash, but very excited to see that match. And I think a good one to add to the Backlash card. Another great match that was added to the Backlash card is going to be Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, RKO, versus the team of Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga. I think that really utilizes Tama Tonga in a way that means that he doesn't have to be in a singles match, which I absolutely think he's ready for. But you want to keep him with Solo Sikoa. You want both these guys to be showcased on a show of that magnitude. And you also want to have your big stars like Randy Orton and Kevin Owens on there. So this makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of beef with the Bloodline, and historically there has been as well. I mean, Kevin Owens just continues to upset Bloodline members over the past 4 years. So I think this is a really great match. And I think with Roman taking some extended time away and The Rock obviously going away, this keeps the Bloodline story fresh, new, and I think we might see the debut of another member of the Bloodline at Backlash. And obviously, the big storyline of Friday Night SmackDown was that Cody Rhodes opened the show with AJ Styles to sign that contract. AJ and Cody have very similar careers outside of WWE and then coming into WWE. AJ has wrestled Cody's dad, Dusty, in the past, which is a nice little connected point. Hopefully they can incorporate that as well. But then, obviously, the closer of Carmelo Hayes versus Cody Rhodes, really solid match. A little bit lacking. There was a couple of botches in there, but I'm really excited that Carmelo's been called up. I think he is going to be one of those constant top-tier players for the foreseeable future. He'll probably obviously get a mid-card title under his belt at some point, but I do think we're going to see eventually him going to upper echelon, and he could be main event player. He's one of those guys who could main event WrestleMania in 5 years from now, maybe even alongside Trick Williams, which would be huge. So a really great first proper showing from Cody as the champ with a promo and a match. I'm really excited for the Cody era, and I'm really excited to get past the draft so we can see how these new rosters really develop, and we see what his first proper feud is beyond the actual draft occurring. Maybe it's still AJ. I think that would be great if you could build that out with the OC and all that kind of stuff. But either way, off to a great start for Cody. All right, guys, I think we did it. Make sure you let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on SmackDown, your thoughts on the draft. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. We're so close to 2,200. We are 2 away. We got 2 days left. Make sure you help me out, and I will see you very soon.